Hi, I'm Sabira from Trinkets, coming to you here from Pakistan with the day 12 of the journal jigsaw collaboration from Rach and Bella Crafts. This collaboration uses kits from both Rach and Bella and Angela Kerr. It's called Crafting a Garden Story. It's amazing, it's absolutely stunning. I love the colors, I love gardening, I love spring, so I love it. And all the links to all the channels that are taking part in this collaboration are in the description box below, and all the other information that you need to get the kit if you want it is also in the description. So my prompt for today was seed packet tuck in, bright and shabby. So I made this journal that you can see right now, this one, and it's a seed packet journal. It's not a very big one. I made it with vintage envelopes, and you can see the beautiful kit, the designs on the front cover, and I've made this altered flower. You know, the flowers that you get in bunches. So I took one of the flowers off, I took it apart, and yeah, this has a magnet, and it just, you can put it back on, you can take it off. It's a dual purpose. You can even use it as a brooch. This is a seed packet journal. It has a closure like this. It's not complete. I made it for this kit, and it has seed packets in it. So this is basically made with vintage envelopes, and maybe in another video I'll show you how to construct it. Yeah, I've used long envelopes, and this is how this seed envelope that I've made. I'll show you how to make this duck. I'll show you how to make it. And seed packet, yeah, that's what it's called. And it flips out like this, and then I'll show you. This one is decorated it a little bit. It has this journal has about 5 seed packets. I have not decorated them yet. I still have to decorate this journal. I'll put like a paper here, and then I'll just tuck it in. This is going to be the tuck. So this is what we're going to be working on today. I know it's a flip out as well, but it's also a tuck. You know, all these junk journal vocabulary. First I read my prompt, and I just read it once. I didn't read it again, and after I read it, you know, in my mind I thought it was a flip out, and when I made it and I read it again, I was like, oh no, it's a tuck in. So I'd already made the journal, so I'm going to make a tuck in on top of the seed packet when I make mine. I'll show the one that I make in this video, that one that I'm going to show you. So I don't make a lot of tutorials. This is actually probably one of the second or the third ones I've made. The first one I made was with also in another collaboration, the boho collaboration of Rach and Bella Crafts, and I still haven't completed the journal yet, almost a year now. And I thought I'll complete it online on video, but yeah, I don't have a very good setup actually, and I find it tedious to make videos, and you know, sometimes I'm going out of frame, and I just don't know how to set it up so that it's easy to, you know, just do your thing, do your talking. And I love this umbrella. I just love, this is one of my favorite images from the two kits. And some elements that I've put in this journal. Here are my things, the ephemera that I have cut out and prepared for this journal. These beautiful cutouts, I love these. They're amazing. So my prompt is bright and shabby, but I have sort of stained these a little bit, or what do you say, inked the edges. Ink the edges of the cutouts and these sayings. I love these sayings. These are from Angela's kit. I can't remember which one is which things are from which kit, but these ones I remember. This is from Angela's kit, and I'm going to use these, and you'll see towards the end that I forget to use these, and then I make them, and then I make the video, and I don't know how I cut and edit, and it's a bit confusing towards the end. So like I said, I'm not very experienced, so I hope you can excuse me on that. So I've used this doily, this cutout, this circle cutout, and I put it on the doily. I love using doilies, they look really nice. And I've used these die cuts. I've watercolored these to match to go with the colors of the journal. You can see I'm mostly out of frame, I'm so sorry. Yeah, these. So I took a off-white like a ivory card that I had, some vintage card that I had, and I watercolored that. So these are the trims that I'm going to be using in the journal, and I'm going to use some of these for the project today. So you know, when I'm working, I can't prepare something ahead of time. When I'm making something, it just comes to me naturally, you know, on the spot, is what I mean. So I don't know which one I'll be using and how I'll be using it. So when I'm working on it, it just comes to me. So I can't sort of prepare like these 2-3 things that, you know, this is how I'm going to make it, and it's almost impossible for me to reproduce exactly the same thing again. So you know, that's why I'm saying the videos that I make become longer, because, you know, I'm also thinking, okay, should I put this, should I put this? Sometimes I take things off and put them again. So this is the reason why making tutorials is not that easy for me. This is a beautiful trim. I think I've shown it in the other video before. This is handmade. You can see the threads here on the back side. These are all hand embroidered. So this is not machine work. So these are, it came off one of my old shirts, and I'll use pieces like this, these little pieces of lace that I have. And then I'll show you this paper that I've used to make the seed packet. So this is pretty simple, yeah. This is how the packet looks like initially, that I made it from this yellow paper. I had these old yellow pages that we used to have in the times gone, when we used to have those landline phones with the wires, and we had to have like physical phone numbers written down somewhere, you know, if you want to call the fire engine or something, or, you know, all these numbers, all these advertisements in this book with all the numbers that you need were in this book. So this is how I'm going to make it. Just fold it in 3, overlap a little bit so that you can glue it down, you know, make it like a funnel. Yes, this part is going to be glued down. So you have to be careful about whatever measurements you need to take for this journal. You know, this is the width that I needed for this, so this is how this is how much I've used. So whatever journal you're using, if you're using like an A5 size, you just measure it out, and just you know, you can do it with a ruler or something. I usually just eyeball it, and everything that I do is not always very accurate. I don't take measurements mostly, only sometimes. So with this funnel, we're going to be making this. So I've already made this. I'm going to mark it. So the flap, the flap in which we are going to close it, you can have it like a 2-inch, an inch and a half, or something like that. And the one on the bottom, we're going to close it. So I wanted to use this side. In case you don't want to cut a round circle here, if you want to leave the side square, you can use the this side of the paper, which is not crooked. So this is straight. So you can use it, but it doesn't matter for me because I'm going to make a circle. I'm going to cut it out. The flap that is going to close is going to be in a circle. So this is the length. So one side you're going to leave longer, like about 2 inch, and one side you're going to leave like about half an inch, which is just going to like close your packet from the bottom. So I'll show you how it's going to be done. So you've glued this part down, you've made your funnel like this. So and you've marked your 2-inch and 1/2 inch from the top and the bottom, and you're going to fold it down like this, and then see, you can see the mark here with the pencil that I've made. So I might not be in frame so much, but I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut. So what I'm showing here is that the part that is glued down should come at the back, and the flap that's going to come down like this, I like it to be in the part which is clean, neat, which is not the one with the one that you've glued down. So this is what I'm trying to show here. So you're going to fold it like this. You're going to fold your funnel the other way around, like where you have the folds. You're going to put the folds together from both sides like this. So I'm cutting it now with the scissors. I'll come in frame just about now, and I'll just cut till the mark. See, I've cut till the mark, and this, just cut out a square part, like a rectangle part from here. Yeah, that's all I'm going to cut out. And then this is going to become your flap that's going to close, and this is the one that the joint that you've made. Yeah, so this is now your flap, and this is going to be the bottom where you're going to glue it down to make it into the packet. Again, you're going to do the same thing, fold it the other way around like this, and just cut it. You can see the mark. Yeah, I'm going to cut it till this mark here, and the fold line, cutting it till the fold line, so that only half of the packet is cut, one side of it. So I've cut from same sides, and the one with the glued down side. So this is going to be the bottom part of it, so you glue it down. So this is your seed packet. You can decorate it just the way you want. You can I'm going to cut it around from the flap that's going to be closing. So I made a little boo-boo here. I'm just gluing this part down. Whatever mistake you've made, it's very easy to cover it up when you do it shabby style, even the grungy style, just junk journal style. You don't have, it's okay if you're not so neat and clean, and if you don't measure things out right, it doesn't matter. I know some people do it, it comes naturally to them. They like to measure, and everything has to be spick and span and neat and clean. That's okay. If you're like that, you can do that, but for me, I'm not. So that's why I enjoy junk journaling so much, rather than as opposed to scrapbooking, where scrapbooking everything needs to be measured out right, cut out straight, and done properly, because if you don't, then it will just show. The mistake that you've made will show. But in the junk journaling world, the mistakes that you make, you can hide them so many ways. You can just put some lace on it. That's what I do most of the time. So this is how I'm going to cut the circular flap. First I put on the paper on the flap, and then I'm going to cut it out, so that both of them will be cut out together, as opposed to cutting out both of them separately. I forgot, I edited the video, I forgot to do that. By mistake I cut just the flap out, and then I just could not get the paper that I had to stick on right. So I did this again with this other packet that I've already made. So yeah, this one I cut it out before putting in the backing paper, so it doesn't work out that way. So this is the best way to do it. Put the paper on, and then put both of them together, cut out both of them together. So now I'm going to cut out the back side of it, and I'm going to fold it out like this, so that whatever you put in will come out easier. So these are going to become like little collars. I like using these in most of my pockets that I make. They look nice. You can put on little buttons to make it look like a collar shirt. But for me, I use it because whatever you put in can easily be taken out. It's a nice sort of cutout place that you have, so that so you just glue it down. I just glued it down like this. It looks really cute. I love doing this with all my pockets. They look really cute. So even if you put on little 2-3 buttons, and it'll start looking like a little shirt. It looks really cute. So here, so this is your seed packet. This is how you make the seed packet. I hope you understood. Simply just take the doily and put the circle on top here. So this is what I've done with this. And I'll show you more how I'm going to decorate this. So this is a very fragile paper. I want to put something here so that it doesn't come off. So I'm just using simple masking tape, white masking tape, since this is shabby and bright and is not rustic and grungy. Otherwise I would have used that rustic and grungy tape. So I just use it like this just to strengthen it. In the other seed packets I've used fabric, but I think that's too thick. It makes it too thick. This tape is just perfect. It's because I'm going to put on some lace as well now. So I just want to see where I'm going to put it in, how it's. So this is how it's going to put in. I've connected these two together with masking tape as well. I'll cover that up later. You'll see in the video that I'm going to cover that up, put on some lace there. So this is how I work. Everything I do, I just cover it up with lace. I have so many lace pieces, so many scraps of lace and materials that I have. So these are the two that I've decided to use here. So you'll see as we go on that sometimes I put it on and then I don't like it. Something is not right, and then I change. I'll take it off. I'll put something else, or I'll put something else on top. So I'm putting this here like this. This will also strengthen the flap, because it becomes it can tear. Because you keep opening it and closing it, and it can tear. So I cut these off from here. So far so good. So I'm sorry, I think you might be able to hear my washing machine. So it's impossible to sit in a place where there's no noise to record this video. I've tried. I'm sitting in my daughter's room, which I thought is probably the quietest room in the house, but still you can hear some noises here and there. So I want to cover this up completely because it's just not looking the way it should look. So here I'm just using this silicone glue. I think you use Fab-Attack there. I think this is the same kind of glue, although I've never used Fab-Attack. We don't get it here, but it looks the same when I see you guys using them in your videos. So I'm using a pencil. I don't have a lot of tools. Usually that silicone spatula, I use that, but I forgot to get that's in handy right now. So this is the lace I'm going to use here. This is tea-dyed, it's not white. Usually I work with the rustic and grungy style, so I usually tea-dye all my materials, all my laces. I hardly have any white laces. But this is not very dark dye. This is a lighter colored lighter colored tea dye, so I think it looks fine. So I'm going to glue these parts, the parts that from where this glue is not going to seep through. I usually try I use those, and sometimes I'm going to use my sewing machine and just sew around it as well. My sewing machine is not working very well these days. It needs to be fixed. I have a very old one. I don't, I only have it for this junk journaling stuff. I don't use it for anything else much. So I got a very old second-hand one. So sometimes it needs repairing. Sometimes it needs to be freshened up, sort of a thing. So I send it to somebody to get it done. So it's I'm not going to use it here. Plus I think this paper is very fragile. It might not hold. So I'm now going to sew on this. So now I'm cutting the sides. I did not like the sides. I just like this one, this one round shape in the middle, like the flap. So I cut the sides down. So still not finished, I just want to finish it up a little bit more. And so I'm going to put this yellow lace on the back side of it. The fold was not straight, so I'm just folding it, just making it straight. This is what I do, my cuts are not always exactly straight, my folds are not always exactly straight, so that's why I like working in this style, because you can get away with it and still look nice. That's the main part. You can get away with it with your wonky cuts, and still it still looks nice. This is what I like about this style of craft. So I've just put this on. Yes, it would be great if I just sew it on, so all of it would be tight and firm. But this paper, I don't think this paper can hold on to sewing as well. But I think it's still okay. This glue is really good. It's an amazing glue. And I'm thinking, should I put this one here? I just cut this off from this trim that I had. So it's just cut off the flower part. These parts I've cut off. Yeah, so I'm going to put it on here. So I just put a paper clip on top so that it I do have flu. I apologize if my voice is not as fresh as it might have been. So I'm going to stick these two down together like this with the masking tape. So this is going to be the flip out / tuck in of this journal. And yes, it's a little hard to so I put my hand underneath it because it's not touching the table. I use my hands a lot as tools for doing this stuff. So this is how it is. Now I'm going to so I'm choosing what should I put on. These are the things that, this is the cutoff that I just cut off from that lace. This is the card I'm going to use. I've decided to use these and these bits. This leftover lace piece and this. Yes, this is how I'm now putting things together to see how they look and where what should go. This lace I'm going to put here to cover up the masking tape, like this. And let's see what else I can put on here. So I'll just start with whatever I'm sure about. So I'm sure I'm going to put this here. So I keep in mind that this is going to be bent over inside. So I put a lace which gives it that space to bend. So see, so this can easily bend. Some laces will be too thick to bend. You won't be able to bend them. This is made on organza material. This lace, the beadwork is done on organza. So I'm going to leave this part so that I can put the paper behind it when I'm going to finish that part of the journal. So I've only stuck this on from only stuck this onto the seed packet part of it. So I'm going to put this on the other side, and when this is going to close, these lace parts are going to show from the top of the journal, or you can say the left side of the journal. And this is the card I'm going to use. So the glue is good. You don't need to use a lot. It's very sticky, so even if I use a little bit, it's enough. So I'm just gonna secure this. It's coming in my way. I should have done that before. So this is the card I'm going to use, and I'm going to wrap this fiber around it. This is basically wool. My daughter, she does crochet. She uses wool like this. I'm going to tape it down just to secure it. I glued it and then I taped it, and then I'm just gonna twirl it around the this card, so that this is going to now become my tuck in. Yes, so this is going to be the tuck in part of the seed packet. So I'm going to tape it down with the same masking tape. Yes, like this. You can also glue it down, but this is going to secure it, and I'm going to glue this whole thing down onto the seed packet. I could have sort of made another tuck-in on top, but then again the seed packet is made with very fragile. I'm going to choose this one and not the boots. The boots look very grungy, so this is like nice, bright and shabby. So this is what I'm going to use for the closure of the seed packet here. So first I'm going to glue in the card, and of course I'm going to finish it up with something, and it's going to be this cut off part that I just cut off from the top of the flap. Yes, so this side, and then you'll see in a while when I put it down I decide no, the other side. So I'm going to take it off and then I'll put it on the other side. So I'm so sorry, I'm half out of frame. So I'm going to keep this in mind next time I make the video to always be in frame. And I'm also a very messy crafter. So this is a very deliberate attempt of being as neat and clean as possible during my crafting time. I have these two little very cute bows. I have loads of bows, these ones. I have so many of them. So I'm choosing which color. These are ribbon. These are made with this ribbed ribbon bows. So I'm going to put the green one. I think it looks nicer. And yes, I'm going to secure it on top of the string that I put on, the fiber that I've used to put on behind. So I'm going to just glue a little part of it, not all of it, just a little bit of it, so that this will become now a tuck for the closure. I'll put it on the card, and then I'm going to stick the card down on the seed packet and make sure that the flap on top will easily slip into this closure, the tuck. I've already glued it down. I'm pulling it down so that this can easily tuck in there. Yes, so this is going to be the closure of it. So yes, so when you close it down like this, you can see that the lace is showing on top. So I'm going to use these inspired by Angela Kerr. I had these cutouts, so I'm just arranging them just to see where I should put them. This is the front side of the seed packet. So I'm just trying to arrange them in a way that I like. So this is how I put them, these two. So here I'm taking out the sayings. I'm going to use one of them, and I decided to use this one, and I'll go around it with some lace, the leftover cutout pieces that I had from this project. So now I'm going to show you finally how it's going to look in this journal. You open it up and then you open it. So this is how it looks after decorating. Without saying, I by mistake forgot to put it in before I took this last flip through kind of a video to show you. So this is how it looks. Just want to give you a little close-up. So this is how it looks with the saying. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do comment below if you want to get some gifts and prizes. All your comments and likes will be counted, and you might receive a nice prize. So please do comment on all the videos and have a look, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you again soon.